Hello, today I've got some new craft weight cotton fabrics to show you. I don't tend to carry a lot of craft weight cotton, but I do like to have 2 or 3 ranges in stock. I think it's a really versatile fabric and it does work really well for some of the children's wear patterns that I have in my range. So I thought just before I show you the fabrics I'd give you a quick overview of some of the styles that I've got that work nicely in craft weight cotton. In particular because I think they're great at this time of year if you're looking to make something for a special little girl or a party dress. These work really nicely and they're all really simple to make as well. So let me quickly show you those and then I'll show you the fabrics. So the first one is Rosie. Rosie is really popular. This starts at 12 months, goes up to 12 years. You've got 2 options with Rosie. You can do a single-sided version or you can do a reversible version. So this is a reversible version and you've got a little staggered hem so you can see some of the fabric from the other side at the bottom, which makes a nice neat finish. But it also means it works really nicely with the craft weight cotton because you can use like the coordinates. So look, this is one of the Makower ranges from the summer with the unicorns and the rainbows, and then on the reverse you've got the rainbow coordinate, which works really nicely. So that's makes a lovely gift for a little girl as well. And then the next one I've got is Lilia Ray. Lilia Ray starts from 3 months. This is perhaps a little bit more summery, but if you're making for a baby, this is quite a nice sweet little dress. And I also have a free download of a nappy cover pattern on my blog, which could work with this for little toddlers and baby sizes, which is really sweet. And again, if you make it in something a little bit more wintry, it makes quite a sweet outfit at this time of year too. And then lastly I've got Dorothy, and Dorothy is a bit more of a party dress. This one is 12 months to 12 years as well, and it's a lovely one that you can mix and match your patterns from the different ranges in cotton. So you could have one print for the skirt, a different print for the bodice, and then another print for the sash, or you could do all in one. It does rely on the sash to bring the waist in, so you do really need to keep the sash, but it makes a nice little feature to have the bow. So again, quite party-ish, or a special pretty dress for a little girl. You could even put some petticoats underneath it, make it a little bit more party-ish as well. So those are the styles. So let me show you some fabrics. So the first range I've got to show you is from Makower. This one's called Folk Friends. Really gorgeous, rich colours in this range. So the first one is this animal print. So it's a black base on this, and you've got lovely little characters. There's lots of details in this. You've got little foxes and rabbits and birds. There's so much when you start looking at this. It's really lots of detail. And it's all highlighted with a little gold shimmer print, which you probably won't be able to see, but it's a lovely detail. Lots of detail in that one, definitely. All of these mix and match, so the colour theme runs throughout. So like I said, you could mix them up on one dress and they would all work really nicely. This one is a stripe with little shapes, and again you've got the gold shimmer in here. This beautiful teal colour. There's mustard and red. I think this one would actually work really well for a lady's dress. I think that's quite a nice print. Gorgeous colour, one of my favourite colours. And then this classic kind of floral design. Again, you've got the same colours. This would work really nicely if you wanted to mix maybe with this next one I've got to show you with the trees. They would look lovely together. You can see how the colours are all the same throughout the range, so imagine that as a rosy dress would look really sweet, and the small scale of that works nicer for the younger children as well. So that's that one. And then the trees, I think actually this would work really nice even though it's a bigger size print, would look really sweet as a rosy dress. It's kind of got a bit of a 70s vibe about that, I think, but I love it. And again, highlighted with little bits of gold shimmer here and there, which makes it really pretty. And then there's a red folk floral print in the collection, which I think would work really well if you say for the Dorothy bodice, and then you wanted a different print for the skirt, would look quite nice, or the whole dress would look really good in this. But like I said, you can use these fabrics for all sorts of different projects. They really are quite versatile. And this one's got all the same colours. I think this one's called Mosaic. Just a really nice blend of geometric patterns. Nice texture on that one. And then I pulled out a couple of solids that I think sit quite nicely with this range if you were wanting to do something like the Dorothy, or just needed a solid to blend. So this one's a Kona called Pool. So this is the slightly lighter turquoise blue in many of the prints, which I think works quite nicely. And then I've also got a solid red by Makower. This one's a Makower, just a solid red, which, although it's not exactly the same red, it blends quite well in some of the ones. If you wanted to make a Dorothy with a red sash, I think that would work quite well. So the next range I've got to show you is from Dashwood, and this is called Avery. It's got some beautiful bird prints in this range. So this is a really gorgeous petrol-y teal blue, and you've got a line art paler teal blue bird all over that. So this would blend really nicely, but I think this is stunning. Just so many ideas for that. I think it would, like I said, would work really nicely for ladies as well. I could see that. I've got a free boxy top pattern on my newsletter. If you sign up to that, this would work really nicely for that. And this is my favourite. I've got this in two colourways. So this is, it's got the little birds and these sort of graphic or sort of geometric type florals all over it, but they're dotted around with the little birds and butterflies. Really, really pretty. So it's almost, it's not quite black, but it's really, really dark charcoal grey, I'd say, the background on that one. Really stunning. And then, like I said, I've got another colourway in that, but it's nearer the bottom, so I'll show you this first. This is a dandelion head in the peachy coral colourway, which would look really pretty for a little girl's dress. The Dorothy dress would look lovely with a solid sash in that one. And then this one's got butterflies. Again, really pretty. All the colours in there, so lovely, the pink and the peach and the tealy blue. And here is the other colourway of the dark charcoaly black colour one in the cream colour. That's so pretty. So that would make a stunning little Dorothy dress as well, with a solid sash. I have actually pulled out a couple of solids for these as well, which blend quite nicely. So I've got this one is a Kona called Ultramarine, which is fairly similar, not an exact match, but pulls out that tealy colour quite nicely in some of the prints. And then I've also got this peachy one, which is called Nectarine, and this one is from Kona, which is almost an exact match to that little orangey flower there. So imagine that as a sash on the Dorothy dress. I think that would be lovely. Such a sweet little girl dress. So that's my fabrics for today. I hope you enjoyed that, and see you again soon.